Today we're going to be discussing material in preparation for section 4.4. We're going to be adding, subtracting, and multiplying radical expressions. So radical expressions are items of the form like this, where we have a whole number and a square root of a number. When we go to combine these types of expressions, we need to look at like terms. Now, when you have a square root with the same number underneath it, like we have here with the root 5 and the root 5, those are like terms, so we can combine those. So with this expression, we can do 3 plus root 5 plus 1 plus root 5. Essentially, we can drop all the parentheses first. They were not necessary here. Now we can combine the 3 and the 1 to make 4. Now we have 1 root 5 plus 1 root 5. That gives us 2 root 5s overall. Now when we look at the next problem, notice we're doing subtraction. So we need to distribute subtraction to both terms. So we're looking at 4 plus 3 root 2 minus 1 minus root 2. Make sure you don't miss distributing that minus there. Now we're looking at 4 minus 1, which is 3. We're looking at 3 root 2 minus 1 root 2, which is a plus 2 root 2. Moving on to our third example, here we have 2 plus 3 root 5 plus 6 plus 2 root 3, which here, notice we have a root 5 and a root 3. Those are not like terms, so I can combine the 2 and the 6 to get 8, plus, and then I just have 3 root 5 plus 2 root 3. I can't do anything with those two. All right, now let's practice some multiplication. Here, we're going to treat it a lot like we do when we multiply two linear factors, essentially, when we're doing our foiling method. So we're going to do FOIL here as well. As in, we're going to multiply our first, our outer, our inner, and our last. So that gives us 1 times 2 for our first, plus outer is 1 times 3 root 3. That's our outer. Our inner is root 3 times 2. And our last is root 3 times 3 root 3. And if we were to simplify this, we'd have 2 plus 3 root 3 plus 2 root 3 plus, now I have root 3 times root 3. Well, that gives us 9, because root 3 times root 3 gives us 3, and then we still have a 3 to multiply it with as well. So now we can combine like terms a little bit further here, and we have 2 plus 9 gives us 11, and we have 3 root 3 plus 2 root 3, that's 5 root 3. So that's the fully simplified expression. Now let's do the next one. For first, we have 4 times 4. For outer, we have a minus 4 root 5. For inner, we have a plus 4 root 5. And for last, we have a minus root 5 times root 5. Well, that gives us 16 minus 4 root 5 plus 4 root 5. Well, those two cancel each other out. And then a minus root 5 times root 5. Well, that just gives us minus 25. Oops, it doesn't give us minus 25. It gives us a minus 5. Root 5 times root 5 gives us 5. The root goes away, essentially. So we have 16 minus 5, which is 11. So that's our answer for this one. Notice the final answer didn't have any square roots in it, and that's okay. That happened because notice what happens here with the sign. I had a plus root 5 and then a minus root 5. So anytime you have that, we call those conjugates. And you know that those middle terms are going to cancel each other out each time, and we're not going to have any square root terms left over. Now for this last one, it's helpful to write it out. 2 plus root 7 times 2 plus root 7. It's really tempting to just distribute the square to both terms, but when we FOIL it out, you'll see that we would have missed some things there. So starting with our first term, that's 2 times 2, plus now our outer terms, 2 times root 7, plus inner terms, root 7 times 2, and our last terms, root 7 times root 7. That gives us 4 plus. Now I have 2 times root 7 plus 2 times root 7. They're just written in opposite order for multiplication, but that doesn't matter. That gives me 4 root 7 plus, and then root 7 times root 7 is just 7. And this gives me 11 plus 4 root 7. Because the 4 and the 7 are like terms, they can be combined. And then we have a plus 4 root 7. And so that is it for this worksheet. Please give the practice problems a try. And as always, reach out if you have any questions.